Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another episode of our glorious Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Let's Play. After a short time away, we are back at our home, back to continuing the growth and development of our glorious nation. Folks, I'll not bore you with a prolonged introduction, just want to mention as always, if you've been having a good time with this series, if you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know down below by leaving a like and a comment. As always, not only does it change what I do, but it directly impacts how I go about doing it. With that said, let's get this party started, shall we? There is a lot to do, as I'm sure I said just a handful of seconds ago, but if I didn't, let me reiterate, there is a lot to do. I will still want to continue developing our little highway system over here. Many of you, of course, raised a couple of concerns with regards to how the usage of it might actually, may or may not work out, which is a fair concern to bring up. I mean, we're definitely seeing a little bit of usage. I mean, it's quite nice to see what little usage we are seeing. Like I think we have a couple of people driving around. Like you can see this guy taking this off ramp over here. So, clearly there is movement, and we will need to adjust some of these things. I've seen your feedback, and I'm definitely taking it all into consideration with how we make adjustments to this thing moving forward. But I also want to make sure that we're making progress rather than pulling back and adjusting all the time, right? So it's a matter of pacing. So I got to figure that out on my own, by my own self. But I feel like what we have right now is kind of working, and we can keep making some sort of developments to the highway, and leave some of the old, what should I call it? Strangeness, let's say, behind, and we'll come back and make adjustments down the line. But anyway, my original point being, we're not seeing, immediate large-scale adoption of the highway, but we are seeing some use, and to me that's kind of cool enough. The cool factor is there, right? Just to see folks driving around in their cars, going from place to place, is exciting. We've seen people down over here from Brixtonia already, if memory serves me right, and let's not forget that, if someone's coming from Brixtonia all the way down to one of these parking lots, they are able to daisy chain their parking lots and move on to another parking lot, all the way, halfway across the town. Now, will they do that? Depends on how quickly they're driving, right? But just the fact that they're able to do that, just conceptually, to me is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool, which is why I do want to keep pursuing this project, but I do also want to start looking at some other things as well. We're going to be spending most of today's session in double time, so we can start seeing some progress over here, some more progress. We made a lot of it. Progress, that is. Last time, this fire station is done, the school over here is almost done. These guys over here have come a very long way. So I'm very excited to finally get this town up and running, get some people over here, help with completing the construction of this town, and then actually get some, nuclear power happening. I really want that to get going. So that's something we're going to be playing a bit of a waiting game on as well, because we'll be going in double speed just to minimize that waiting. But it is a bit of a waiting game until some of these necessities have been established, and then we can get some of the houses done, and then we can start, again, working on everything over here and getting the infrastructure up and running, getting all the bus stops up and running, getting the buses, etc., etc., etc. So that's all exciting, coming soon. And I also want to work on more employment opportunities. I mean, this TV station is almost done. Up over here, this hospital has been completed, but it requires not just power, but also ambulances. So let's get that going. Down over here, looks like these guys are all completed, right? So lots of employment opportunities over here, hopefully. And the opportunity for students to gain further education as well, as long as they actually move down here. And I'm hoping that because we have... Are you guys not moving to... You should move to the hostels. Come on now. I'm hoping that because these hostels are so accessible, these halls of residence, as the game calls them, are so accessible, I'm hoping that students will actually come down here and free up some room in these buildings, because we are still almost certainly seeing some issues with regards to population density, right? If I recall correctly from the end of the previous episode or so, or maybe it was between episodes, I was just taking a look at our circumstances. But that is also something I want to tackle, is providing even more employment, and again, I'm hoping to move a lot of people up over here to help with the housing situation. And I guess I gotta get more power over here, eh? What's the deal with food down here? Food and stuff, yeah, I remember this. Everything's looking good except for meat. We'll have to work on that. And I do also want to upgrade some of these roads over here, right? I want to go ahead and get that fixed. And actually, that reminds me, it's pointed out that this guy is actually not connected to anything. So we should probably do that, huh? I'm not going to put another parking lot down over here, so we'll allow this curved connection over here. I think that's fine. But let's go ahead and upgrade these roads really quickly. Get you set up over there. Get these guys set up to upgrade as well, because these have been built up. Good stuff. And let's go ahead and get... We'll wait until this thing is built before we upgrade the other side as well. But why don't we go ahead and upgrade some of these as well? No reason not to, right? Get all this stuff done. Good stuff. All the way around the bend here. So yeah, there's lots to do. I don't know how much of everything we'll accomplish today, obviously. But between the highway, for which I've received some great suggestions, and the, you know, using just double time to see some progress across the river and beyond that as well, pursuing more opportunities for employment for our citizens. There's a lot going on right now. The one strange thing I find still about the game, I suppose, is a lack of service industry, or how should I phrase it? You know, like there's no like movers. You know, you don't have like a little truck depot for a moving company that helps citizens move from one house to another. Are they not allowed to do that? In fact, actually, hold on, I say that so much. Let me just take a quick gander over here. Oh my god. Oh my god, some of these numbers are ridiculous. This is actually something I've been thinking about this game for some time now. We have 151 21 pluses living with their parents over here. They will not, last I checked, as far as how passengers work, they will not, as passengers, get into a bus, move all the way down over, you know, here, and move into this relatively empty building. They're not going to do that themselves. I have to scoop them up and drop them off. Now, if y'all know a better way, I know they'll walk across the street. You know, if I build, like, again, if back up over here, where are we? If I were to build another house, like, you know, let's say here, just for conversation's sake, within walking distance, they would walk across the road and go there, but they won't go as passengers in a bus. You'll remember maybe when I did an experiment with people taking the train from somewhere over here, I forget, all the way to over here to try and get them to move. Didn't work. They didn't move. They just played football instead, which is, you know, great, but not what I was hoping for. And so you can see, while we've solved a lot of the problems up over here, we have a lot of issues with 21 pluses living with their parents up over here. Actually, I just realized we've never actually spent the time to investigate this, and it's actually, yeah, I wish there was a way to solve that problem without having to yet, you know, manually pick people up and drop them off, but it looks like what we'll have to do a little bit of, at least down over here and up over there. So 2 birds with 1 stone. It's not really 1 stone. Anyway, before I get into all that, let's take a look at our population statistic really quickly. This year as a whole, it is September, so we have a decent bit of info down over here in the graph. Population's looking good on the uptick. 21 pluses on the uptick as well, unfortunately. Happiness is looking fantastic. Satiated, right? It's like a show sound, right? It's one of those words that always throws me off. People look sated. That's why it throws me off, because people are sated or satiated. They like mean the same thing, but they're different, right? Like, I don't. Anyway, either way, this is looking good. Food is being supplied to the people, and folks are happy. Health looks like it's on the rise as well. Good. Government loyalty seems to be stagnant, but hopefully with the completion of this TV station over here, we will we'll see an opportunity to raise government loyalty even further. Otherwise, things are looking pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and double time it. Yes. We got all the stuff building. This is looking good. All right, all good. So let's go ahead and why don't we... Okay, are there some empty spots here? This building's only half full. A lot of unemployment over here, right? Where are you going? You're able to get to the bus stop, but is this bus stop serviced at all? There are some vehicles, right? Where do you go? Get out at the... That's for children with a basic education. This is to move students to... Oh, okay, I see. This is picking up students from a few places and bringing them down to the university over here. Or universities, I should say. Plural, technically, according to the game. It's one big campus with a bunch of faculties is how I kind of see it, I guess. Okay, so that's fine. But workers are actually not being driven anywhere from anything over here, right? So workers can go up to the hospital to work, which is good, though there is no power supply over here, so we'll need to fix that. I figure out where I want to drive them to actually do any work. You know, we don't have, again, I need to establish some more employment, more sources of employment. I guess I could drive them down here, right? There's a lot of jobs to be had over here for people of all backgrounds and education levels. So, sure, why don't we do that? Why don't we start with that? And I also need ambulances. What are you doing over here? Cars? These cars not being taken anywhere? I guess not. I guess all of our dealerships are what's the word I'm looking for? Topped up, right? Because people aren't buying cars anymore. Are you the one I'm looking for? Nope. Where is our truck that ships cars? No, it's out there somewhere. Gotta find him. Nope, not you. Well, okay, first of all, let's go ahead and just get these buses working. What do I want to do? I want to go ahead and get a new stop established over here. We're going to load workers and drop them off over here. Yeah. The idea being some of these people up over here can work at these various universities and stuff. Okay, cool. I wonder if I should give it a unique name for this line or something. One doesn't come to mind right now, but I almost certainly should. Copy the schedule over to at least maybe 2 more buses. I think that'll do the trick. You and you, let's get you started. We'll have a couple of buses left over here. Why don't we go ahead and get you making a couple of buses still. Always need buses, and let's also get some ambulances, but what I think I'll do is get the ambulance built down here. Should be able to. Select. Where are we? Yeah, let's get the R2203. And the reason we don't have workers here is because of this jam here. Okay, fair enough. Let's turn you around. You go here. And I need to change. I got the advice in the comments again. I need to change this, if I understand correctly, into a chain, into a full chain. And that should solve our problem. We'll find out shortly, I suppose. No workers here. That's the only reason there's no progress happening over here, is because we've had these jams for some time now. And that would also explain, actually, the unemployment. Oh, I see. That's what's going on. That was pretty cool to see, actually. And hopefully once that clears up there, you'll be clear. Okay, good. Good. Excellent. So yeah, that's, again, thank you for the tip there. I wasn't sure exactly what was throwing off our connections over here, but hopefully that chain, hopefully I've understood the comment correctly, and hopefully that chain will solve our issues down over here, and hopefully that'll also solve our unemployment issues, as literally thousands of people now are able to start going to work again. 500 per train almost. Pretty good stuff. Good stuff. And we'll get a couple of ambulances built over here. Let's cancel the current production, work on the ambulances, and we'll have, well, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and select blueprint to manufacture. You know what I just realized? What I just realized is the train that comes through to pick up vehicles would scoop them up. Well, I guess actually, I guess the ambulance didn't get pushed out there. Why not? Why did the ambulance not get pushed out there? Because this guy's not full anymore? Okay. Curious how this is going to work. Going to try and keep an eye out for the train coming through to pick up vehicles to see how it behaves. And these guys are working fast over here. Love to see it. Looks like our ambulances are going to get fuel. Put you down here as well. One last ambulance. Done. Scoot you down over here as well. And we can go ahead and assign them to that new hospital of ours. All the way up over here, which again still needs power, and I assume a hospital does in fact require power to operate. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. No connections up there. I'm gonna have to pull from down over here. I wonder if I want to do an underground connection. It's just the reduction in power from those underground connections is kind of ridiculous. It's a hugely inefficient system. Insanely so. So it's it makes me wonder a little bit, if it's worth doing, using these underground connections, points of connection. Go ahead and get rid of you. Let's go ahead and get a switch over here, I think. Okay. I have to cancel all of you to make this look right. Switch over here. Or down over here, perhaps? Oh, getting the angles and stuff right. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Get the switch down over here instead. Like so. Right, we'll get the wire coming up. I don't love this, but it'll do. And then you'll come back up over here. The substation could, like, plant it down over here, I guess. Right? Get all these houses. Double up and give this thing some extra support, because it clearly needs some. And then also support the hospital up over here. Yeah, sure, that should work. That should work. Go and plant you down over here. Yeah, I personally, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, you know, maybe I'm the only one who feels this way. But personally, I feel like a drop from 2.35 megawatts to 1.45 megawatts is huge. We can't do that, you know? These things would not be able to sustain all the stuff that we're trying to sustain with them. That's just not, and that's not how it, I mean, again, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Because, like, I don't know this, but that's not how it is in the real world, right? It's not like the underground sources of electricity are that much weaker, are they? Do we really have that many more wires running under our feet just so that we don't have wires running over our head? I mean, it's maybe so. Maybe I just didn't. Maybe I just, you know, don't realize the extent of it. It's very possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. Very possible. But it's just for a video game, it's a little feels a little strange, right? To have such a drop just for a small advantage of saving a little bit of space here and there. Let's go ahead and let these get built. You're going to get powered now. Excellent. I don't think we need a bus or anything to drive people over to here. Plenty of people can reach here on foot and provide all the staff and doctors we need, I think. So that's okay. Well, let's go ahead and make sure that those ambulances do make their way over. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Close you. Where is my hospital? Cloud cover was, there we go. Shift you, and you, and you, and you, and you. I think that's good enough to start, and then we can add more ambulances if necessary. We could also add some choppers to this if we wanted to. Like, it's a pretty big hospital, right? We could add choppers to this. And as far as the statue is concerned, I saw some of you suggest maybe not the one giant statue, but perhaps multiple smaller statues, which is also an option, of course. We could get a few statues on like the 4 corners or something. They've also recently added fountains to the game. Though funnily enough, the fountains, they still operate during the winter. Not that we're going to see that struggle. They recently put a blog post out about how, like, hey, yeah, just imagine that our Soviet engineering is so superior that the water runs perfectly fine in the winter as it does in the summer. It's a pretty funny blog post. I knew these fountains were coming sooner. I would have maybe developed this area a bit differently. I don't know. I'm not completely sold on anything as far as statues are concerned just quite yet. So we'll see how this area develops, I think. All right, that's enough ambulances for now. Down over here, do we have people coming through? I do wonder if I want to make this into one-ways. How are we looking as far as employment is concerned? Better, significantly, already, over the course of a handful of days, right? Right, this year, I meant. Okay, good stuff. I think it's a combination of you know, our work down over here with the semaphore and some of these buses. Okay, good. You are very close to done, missing some steel. What's the deal with steel here? Looking okay. Weird to think that we might need to build more operations for steel. Go ahead and scoot you over. Enough steel being carried there. That's just it. It's like, maybe I should just reduce how much you actually wait to pick up. Rather than 49%, let's go with like 29%, you know? Just to move a bit faster, if nothing else. Just to move a bit faster. Okay, now hopefully we are providing employment over here. 259 workers without a job. that bad. And why is there staff missing over here? You know, if people are so hard pressed to find employment, why are we having trouble keeping all these spaces full at all times? I wonder. Anyway, what I was actually going for was I wonder if we can pull people over here, 50 workers without a job. Again, lots of room for staff over here. Maybe it'll take some time for people to actually, like, you know, go and work. Maybe. Either way, maybe I should look at some more employment opportunities before I start shifting people around, because, like, yikes. We have a lot of people, a lot of adults living with their parents. All right, what other kinds of employment can we think up over here? Hospitals was a great suggestion of just like, hey, yeah, you know, your healthcare is not doing so hot. Add some hospitals. It provides you healthcare and employment. Well, I thought that was a great idea. However, now we've run out of that as an option. So what comes next? I mean, I suppose I could add more stadiums everywhere. It's a weird kind of a thing, you know. It's just like, yeah, just build stuff. Like, it makes sense, but it also doesn't, I guess. You know what I mean? Get some more schools down, hotels. These, like, house more tourists by a significant number than workers they need, which feels a little strange. I almost need, like, an entire new industry operating over here. Where's our closest fire station, actually? Fire station. That's a forklift. Fire station is what I meant to click on. There it is. Alright, we could add another fire station over here. Do we have a bigger one that we could use? 20 workers, 20 workers, 20 workers. I need bigger. Significantly so. Where are we? Fire station. 40 workers, okay. Alright, an option. Until the sun comes up. Cannot see anything at all whatsoever. We'll wait until the sun comes up. Guys doing okay. How are we looking over here? 21 pluses is like not even worth looking at right now. Why? Why do you insist on crawling back up? Just find work. No one will turn you away. Not in this universe. Alright, equipment for citizens. Fire station. I could put one down over here. One like somewhere over here maybe. Trying to make it accessible and all that. Flatten this, put you down over here. And it kind of like there's this one over here and this one over here, so they cover different areas, you know. So that makes sense. And then this becomes a block over here, kind of a thing. Makes sense to me. Alright, sure, let's do it. Go ahead and use auto build to flatten. Make sure it's nicely lined up over here. Sure. Go ahead and pop you down. And again, at least the construction will provide employment for a little while as well, right? We'll do that. We can do like another, like a small hospital. What about a radio station over here? Radio stations are pretty chunky, actually. I do have a city hall that I built recently. Actually, has that been completed yet? Because I've been meaning to look at it. It doesn't provide that many jobs, but you can see like demographic details and things like that. It's kind of cool. I don't necessarily know what value we derive out of it just quite yet, but it's cool that it tracks things individually. If you want to find rather specific problem areas, like you can see specifically over here how many unemployed workers there are versus, you know, the entire nation at large, which is what these statistics are. So I do find that pretty cool. And I mean, I guess it's a way of providing employment, right? I guess. Seems strange to me. EV station, car dealer is not a bad idea. 15 workers only though. But a car dealer is actually not a bad idea because we do want to make sure that these guys are getting cars as well. There are a couple of parking lots over here. Not as much reliance on driving around these parts. So maybe some parking lots and a car dealer is in order. Why don't we go ahead and establish for both. Get rid of these playgrounds that were going to help children, or rather going to help adults go to work when they had babies. Get rid of those. I'm hoping that our kindergarten up over here is doing its school. Oh my god, lots of students in the schoolyard. That's a lot of babies, man. But this is troubling, actually. See, again, if the staff and teacher count was full over here, we'd be able to actually educate more kids. But no. I wonder if I want to, like, duplicate these guys. Again, provide more employment and also, at the same time... have more, you know, educated kids and stuff. Let's go ahead and get rid of these connections over here just so I'm able to clone this a bit more easily. Let's clone you over. Yep, all of you. Hook you up like this, I suppose. I wish I could deselect the path down there so I could actually connect this like it's supposed to be. And I clone just you. How about that? That should work in theory. In theory. Auto build to flatten. And again, the construction will provide employment, right? Unfortunately, it'll also eat steel. Come on. Flatten away. There we go. Cool. Turn off the auto build. Too bad that I can't go right down over here, but it looks like the path doesn't want to be built down over here. Gotta creep up to there. Yep, go for it. Again, is it the exact same? No, it's not. But you know what? I'm gonna have to. It's fine. It's fine because it has to be. It's fine because it has to be. These guys backed up. Hook you up over here. Too steep of a descent. You kidding me? All right. Well, it doesn't have to be exactly the same, right? Hook you up over there. Hook you up over there. Oof. I really hate it. I genuinely and truly really hate that. It looks really bad. I can only tolerate so much, folks. So much hideousness. Be down a bit further there. And I just... Come on, game. God. Fine. Fine. Do this kind of a thing. Pull this up. There. Okay, sure. You know what? There. That's at least somewhat bearable. Somewhat. Alright, cool. Let that happen. Oh, right. I still need to connect the power here. Forgot about that. Now, I wonder actually... no, we can't... Again, we can't have the reduced wattage up over here because these are some big buildings. They need all the power they can get. So let's instead do this. This is where all the electrical engineers and electrical... like people who learn everything there is to learn about electricity and how power works. This is where they go for kindergarten and primary school, starting their lives by walking under these precarious cables. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine. Cool. So that's that. Back to my original topic of sort of consideration: parking lots. Because if I want to get a car dealership, put one up over here. Man, okay, let's take a look at the car dealership actually. What I'm looking for: construction, equipment, car dealership. There you go, car dealer. I wonder if I put him in like the shopping complex over here or something, because we have to deliver vehicles to it, and I don't mind him not having, or it not having a storage to attach to. Like we can deliver vehicles like one batch at a time. That's fine. Because we've seen what's happened elsewhere. It's a matter of finding a good spot for it, though. We need to do something about power over here. Ooh, hello. Might actually work. This might actually work. Let the sun come up so I can see what I'm doing, and then we'll come back there. I guess we need more power over here, right? And there's the sun. You are overloaded. Okay. Let's go ahead then and add another substation just inside over here. Come on. You know how to build that anyway. Go ahead and get rid of this guy. Go ahead and establish a switch. like that. See if this works. Because this guy, let's see, he is at 252%, right? At the top, 252. We'll pay for all of you. Pay for you. And he's still 252. Previously, this used to help. Oh no, sorry, it was, oh yeah, why is he still, huh? This used to work wonderfully. But maybe either something has changed or I'm just missing something here. Why are you getting nothing? Thing's been built. That's interesting. That shouldn't be 0. I mean, we're seeing a change over here, but we're not seeing a change over here. I'm not sure why that is. Are they perhaps too close? Should I perhaps move you a bit further over this way? Because if we look up over here, right, like you can see from this switch, we're sending power over here and over here. But from this switch, we're only sending power over here. How does that make any... What am I missing here? I'm missing something here. Missing something here. I'm also missing... Oh, not enough power coming up over there. Okay, I see. I couldn't see the lines over there, but they are in fact connected. It's a little that needs to be a little bit clearer for sure, I would say. This is also a little confusing. If y'all have any suggestions as to what I'm missing over here, feel free to share. What I understand is maybe happening is none of the buildings it's connected to need any power, so it's not delivering any, and that's why we're not seeing the throughput. But if that's the case, maybe we'll check at night. We'll check at night, right? How about that? Back to, again, the prior task at hand. Getting distracted here. Construction, equipment, for citizens, car dealer. Yeah, if I put you down over here, yeah, I don't hate it. Truly. I don't hate the idea of this being over here. It's like, yeah, it's next to the shopping mall, you know? Where everybody buys their cars. The shopping mall. Yeah, let's pop you down over here. But, of course, we want to make sure that it can actually be reached by the people that will do the buying of the cars. Some people can reach it, which isn't bad, because we do want to keep a check on how many people can reach it, right? We do want to keep a check on that. One way to make sure more people can reach it, I suppose, would be to do this. Hook you up and hook you up. We'll walk through the park over there. Makes it maybe a little bit easier. I could add... Yeah, I think maybe some parking lots down over here, and that should be okay. Well, if we need to, we can add another car dealership like up over here or something, and that'll definitely reach more people. Sure. So over to the mods, over to the large parking. Talking about. Go ahead and pop you down over here. And you down over here. Get rid of this. Yes, please. And again, I'm hoping this will encourage more use of the highway and stuff. As we have more cars, people seeking employment, maybe they'll actually, you know, go out seeking employment further out of the neighborhood in which they live, not relying so much on the buses and stuff. That's my ultimate dream and hope here. But we'll see how that plays out. There's a lot of parking lots. Look decently lined up. We can obviously put down, you know, asphalt or something to cover this, to like patch the space up. I would like to put down some more trees though, just to beautify the space a bit more. Got some pine. Once more pining for pine. There we go. Just to break things up a bit. And again, if this experiment works out nicely, then we will go ahead and establish, I think, more car dealerships, like another car dealership over here. That would work for me. I wonder if... Nah, it's not going to fly. I was just going to say, I wonder if I could get the footpath to come down here and then connect it so people can get more easily into their cars and stuff. But no, I think they're going to have to step out, come down over here, and then get into the parking lot. Which isn't that bad, really, to be fair. It's not that bad. But it would be a bit more... Yeah, there are more convenient ways to do this, maybe. The other thing that I could do, by the way, is, of course, establish... Rather than just get a car dealership up over here, is I could take a look at underground footpaths. But I don't think a pedestrian underpass up over here to down over here will help all that much. It might, but I have my doubts. Let's see. Budgeted infrastructure. Come on now. Killing me. That's weird. We do this kind of a thing. Or we could do this kind of a thing. Do something from here. Potentially. It might, you know, give some of these people access as well. Okay, let's try this. If I do... Let's say this kind of a thing. And underground connection. Well, rather, actually, I need the underpass to pop out somewhere over here, too. Let's say... Comes out over here. For convenient shopping, perhaps? Or maybe it comes out over here. Trying to figure out the best way to... Alright. Let's get a couple down. Let's get one down over here. And we'll get one down over... Here. Over here. Let's say here. Trying to make maximum use of this stuff. Because I do think it'll be interesting if it works. So let's go ahead and head underground. And pull the path from here. It's got to be building to building, right? Building in the way. Seriously? You're underground. How can you not... Come on now. For real? No way. Okay, if I get another underpass down, let's say again over... What's underground? 3? F3. Okay, cool. I'll get you down over here. Well, how is it going to rotate? Yeah. Not liking what I'm seeing so far. Building in the way, yeah. Okay, okay. Gotta go around the building. So, okay, we definitely can't... We can go down to this one. Alright. Kind of funky, but... I guess if it works, it works. So, can I perhaps then shift this over a little bit? I don't know if this will work. But if this goes a bit more to the right here... Oh, okay. End me. Fine. Have it your way, game. Give me that funky connection. Sure. Sure, let's do that. Can I hook this up? This side? No. Why are you like this? I don't get it. And this hook up to here? Okay. And this hook up to here? Yes, okay. Very strange. So you can come down to here. And you can't go through each other, so that's not gonna fly. Okay. Really trying to figure this one out, folks. Some other infrastructure's in the way, but you don't tell me which infrastructure. I'm assuming it's this, but it's fine for... What? What? How do you work? What is your logic? Is it because this is sloped down? Okay. Get rid of you. Can I then put you down over here instead? Maybe? Then what I might be able to do is that. And hook this up over... Nope. Doesn't like it. Doesn't like that. What do you want from me, game? Why are you like this? I understand, you know, the limitations of the underpass are necessary, but, like, the limitations are just not adding up right now for me, is the problem. Okay, one last try over here. What if we do... What if we do this kind of a thing? Right, like this kind of a thing, maybe? Don't know why the path is... Okay, that's weird. That's even weirder than anything I've seen so far. And then hook you up down over here. Sure. You know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. And then can I hook you up over here? Again, I will take that gladly. I don't know if this will help at all, but I kind of like that it exists. So I'm gonna leave it be, and we'll deal with it when we deal with it, I suppose. Go ahead and establish this. Hook you up over here, and you're seeing it right, folks. I am allowing our people to build some of these paths and stuff. I think it's a necessary source of employment and things like that. Very curious about this. Construction office is assigned. Good. Okay. Over here, construction office is assigned. Resources should be coming. And again, hopefully we'll see people moving around. Again, we're moving at double speed, so hopefully a lot of progress is being made across the board. The school over here is done. Excellent. Kindergarten is done as well. Hospital. Shopping center. Warehouse. Okay, everything here is done. Okay, I wish I'd kind of checked this earlier. My apologies. Well, let's go ahead and assign here the helicopter and the Zavodsk construction offices. And for you as well. I'm doing it this way because it's just the two buildings. Otherwise, I would use the newfound method of, the newly established method, rather, of assigning construction offices. But that should do the trick for now. Hopefully, we'll get those housing units done, and then we can, yeah, finally see more progress over here. Oh my god, the nuclear power plant is done. Oh wow, okay, and one of the cooling towers is done as well. Though the piping is not connected, so hopefully that gets done. Can it? We'll find out. That's cool though, and this one still needs to be worked on, right? Yeah, it's got construction offices assigned. How about the helicopter construction office as well, please? Get those resources in here faster. Cool, alright, well that's exciting. That's exciting. And double time really makes a very, very big difference, doesn't it? We got a traffic jam up over here. Oh, that's not a real jam. Come on now. That's not a real jam. Don't lie to me. Cars. Oh, would you look at that? These guys are, yeah. See, to me, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm the only one who feels this way. This is cool. Just seeing people driving around like this, it's cool. Where are you guys going? All the way up over there. They're going to loop around. They're headed towards Brixtonia, I assume. That's so cool. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. They're going to get off over here, I assume. No, they're going to keep going. Where are you guys headed? Down here, okay. Grabbing some fuel. Following this guy's journey over here. This, oh, they split up. Yellow went one way, red went the other. Interesting, he used the highway to get over here rather than not. You know, okay, look, that's exactly what, oh my god. What is this rave going on? That's exactly what I was hoping for, though, right? That's the kind of thing that I wanted to see. I'm so glad the nuclear power plant is up and running, because then we can sort this stuff out. Wait, actually, really quickly, I want to check down over here. Yeah, okay. Now that it's nighttime, we're actually seeing some throughput over here. Okay, makes a bit of sense. That's kind of exactly what I wanted to see. I wanted to see people using this highway to avoid this congestion, right? To get from point to point. So that actually has worked out rather nicely. Cool. Okay, so we're seeing progress up there. We've seen progress down over here. How are our numbers looking? Unemployment is, man, it really does kind of bounce around, doesn't it? Like, hard up, hard down. No, like, consistent downward trend like I would like to see. Got a bit of propaganda going on over here. I mean, marketing, advertising going on over here. That should help with some of these other numbers. Oof, that government loyalty recently dropped. Why? That's strange. There was not anything problematic that we did recently. I guess the escape count has skyrocketed. I was kind of happy at the escape count because it seemed like we were doing better this year than last, but not so much. All right, well, hopefully we can improve loyalty quickly here. Lots more jobs being provided over here as well. People able to drive over, right? So that's good. Go ahead and upgrade some of these roads, perhaps. Gonna have to be very careful not to mistakenly assign the highway to be built. Alright. Back up over here. Rubles is done. Forgot to upgrade these roads. Yeah, good stuff. Done. Cool. Actually, providing quite a few people with jobs. And over here we topped up. Kind of. Come on, come on. Where's the one that only brings students, actually? A lot of workers being brought in. It's a lot of workers being brought in. Cool. Alright. A lot of people just walking in as well. I mean, this is a nice crowded space. I mean, this is actually quite nice to see. So many people walking around, going to the various, again, faculties, I guess, if you will. I wonder if I can't, trying to figure out if there's some inefficiencies here. Why we're not seeing more workers come through from, like, the nearby buildings. Why they have to be bussed in. I'm wondering if there's a way to ensure that people are, like students as well, are actually living in those hostels and whatnot, the student residences or whatever the game calls them. Yeah, see, no students in here. That's well within walking distance. Are these guys all just walking to school? I would really rather they don't, right? Quite a few kids can't go to school over here. Well, that's unfortunate. I wonder if they can take an underground pedestrian walkway to school instead. I mean, in theory, yes. Quite a few kids over here can't go to school, actually. Alright, let's see. Time to take this experiment a bit more seriously. So, pedestrian underpass. Let's say we hook you up over here. The idea would be go from here up to here. Well, the infrastructure's in the way. As I've said before countless times, you are the infrastructure. Too sharp of a turn. Doesn't look like too sharp of a turn to me. Done sharper. Bye. Okay, fair enough. Before this gets built. If I can get rid of you. You, okay. So what if we did, rather than that, what if we did something like this? And this guy hooked up like this. I know it seems marginal, but sometimes that marginal difference can be all the difference you kind of need in this game. What about you? Nope, still nothing? Still nothing. Okay, great, fantastic. Not the most convenient tool here, I'll be honest. Maybe I'm using it wrong. Feel free to let me know if you have a preferred way of using it that actually, you know, works better than this. Okay, so that was futile. We could try, like, down over here on this side, because it's a bit more of a straight connection, but that's not what we want, right? It needs a bit of a curve. Needs a bit of a curve. Well, you know what? Let's try it. What do we have to lose by trying? Pop you down there. Please connect. Come on. Oh, hold on. It'll hook up to this side, but not this side? You kidding me? Okay. Maybe we do that then. Underpass, if you go like that. Yeah, that won't fly. Alright, cool. Kind of glad it doesn't, actually. I prefer the curve, so this is going to get us... Oh, get the tunnel. I mean, this might not even work, right? It might not even get kids close enough to that school. Can I pay for you? Yes, I can. So I'm going to pay for this. I'm going to pay for this. I'm going to pay for this. The reason why I'm paying for these is because I want to see if this connection actually helps. So you're done, you're done. Vehicles. Now, from over here, are you able to? You're able to get up over here, but you're not able to get to the schools. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, okay. Well, let's see. Hold on. What if I get a pedestrian underpass? And just kind of experimenting here, folks. Over here. Up like this. Up over here, perhaps. Try this. Probably down over here. We'll put some, like, trees and stuff down, or, you know, something. But will you hook up over here? You will. Okay, cool. Pay for you. And pay for you. Okay, okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. Let's make sure we're using just, like, the highest quality of what path we can, right? Go ahead and pay for you, and for you, we'll put some statues and stuff. Yeah, definitely decorate this place up, right? It looks like people... Okay, so some people are using the tunnel right now. Are you able to now get to school? No, you're not. You're not able to get to school. Why are you not able to get to school? Because this is as far as you're willing to walk. Kids are lazy, man. Kids are lazy. This is built... I mean, it's a nice way for people who are living in the area, you know, who are a bit closer to get to the school a bit more conveniently, I suppose, but didn't help as much down over here as I'd hoped. These guys maybe are able to. I don't know, actually, they're probably walking even further. Maybe once this is done, maybe once this school is done and this kindergarten is done, we'll see better luck. I don't see how. Down over here. Up over there. Maybe. Okay, let's try. Try this. If I do that, then what happens? Still nothing. Are you even using the underground path? Like, alright, looks like the kindergarten can be reached from these guys down over here. School can't, okay. I was really hoping these underground footpaths would help. Were they a futile experiment? Perhaps. Going around the bend that's causing trouble. Or, you know what, actually, I think... I wonder if I can, like, cut this down ever so slightly. Make all the difference I need to make. If I do that, for example, you know? Does that do the trick? Holy crap, are you kidding me? Is that seriously all I needed? Oh my god. Alright, well, let's make it somewhat symmetrical then, right? Go and do that. We'll probably hook this up over here as well. Get a connection from there down to here, and from there down to here, yep. And then from here, come on now. Down to there, and down to here. There you go. There you go. Cool. God, I can't sometimes believe it. So yes, that looks like these guys are still not able to get to the school or the kindergarten because they're too far away. These guys, though, are also still not able to get to the school or the kindergarten. I thought, okay, you can get to kindergarten. Oh, okay, you know what, that solved nothing. You just made it look like it solved something. But that was my my misunderstanding there. Man, it looks nice, so at least there's that. I'm trying to figure out the best way to get these kids up there. Without driving them up. I mean, yes, we could use a bus stop and take them up via bus, right? We could take, get a school bus. Why don't we try that, actually? Why don't we establish a school bus? Down over here. You guys are busy building vehicles. Let's go ahead and select. Get a yellow one. School bus, perfect. And back to red cars after that. One school bus. Actually, you know what? Three school buses. There you go. Cancel current production. Want these school buses down and out. Pronto. ASAP. I really want to further everyone's education, not just these people over here. This is not the only, you know, interpretation of further education. Oh, I mean, this is quite the sight, though. I don't think I can get over just how this looks, even with that squadron of choppers making their way over. They're hospital choppers, eh? It's pretty cool to just to be able to identify, you know, who is what and what they're doing. Are we out of steel? Oh, that's a problem. Now, is that happening because of a blockage over here? Yes, yes it is. Interesting. This is a new one. I have to sort this one out at some point. 5.8 tons of steel we're waiting for. Not sure where this guy's going. Not the direction I expected. I can tell you that much. We okay over here? Okay, sure. You know what? You go this way. Do what you were doing. I couldn't tell you what they're up to. Steel is about to arrive over here, hopefully. Arrived over there. Don't know if it's going to make it all the way over here before it gets gobbled up by some of the other facilities en route. We're picking up steel over here. We got a ton of steel up over here, actually. Alright, what about this guy? What are you missing? You're also missing steel? Well, it's because it's that same train, right? Because that train was stuck for so long, we were having trouble over here. Well, it actually kind of works out. But actually, you know what? I don't even need to make new buses. Go ahead and cancel all that. Cancel you as well. I can just recolor these ones. There we go. You as well. These very large school buses. Go ahead and start where? Over. Start over here. And stop over. Again, I could put a bus stop down so kids actually, you know, get off and go wherever they need to go. Let's make sure we're only loading students with no education and unloading them. Yeah, we're gonna need a bus stop. There's no road connection up to there. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Bus stop. Just a simple bus stop. The road would have to come up. All this for a bit of education. The things we do. We hook you up like this. Demolish this and go up further this way, or because like the ideal spot for one of these bus stops would be up over like here, I suppose. Auto build on. Oh crap. Nope. I really do hate that auto build button. Alright, well, hey, at least it wasn't too much this time around. God. Okay, where was I? Literally, where was I? Up over here, right. We're an auto build on now. At that bus stop. Go on and lock in that train. Right, like so. Cool. We're probably gonna auto build this because I want to run this like experiment basically. But for now, just for my planning purposes, I want to keep auto build turned off, obviously. Go up like that. Alright, good stuff. Go ahead and get the road connection. Over to here. Continue onwards. And then pull down this way. Can we tighten this up a bit? There we go. Not my favorite intersection, this. We might rework this again. I just want to make sure this works first, I guess. And then pull this over. I don't really need to. It doesn't work, so you know what? We won't. Come up there. Loop back around. I could make this into one-ways so that there's no reason to. Right? No, there's no reason to. Alright, cool. So, let's go ahead and, yes. A for you. Literally a bus stop just for schools. Go ahead and add you over here. Unload students. Make sure this bus stop is only for... Nope. Students. Look at that. Workers is flooding this bus stop over here. Get out of here. Go and start you. Let's go ahead and copy the schedule over to this bus as well. Let's go ahead and start you. Okay, that was a bit more of a struggle than I was expecting. But hopefully that'll bring students from some of these spots up, right? Lots of students waiting over here, actually, so maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll help. We'll see. Loyalty, how are you doing? Look back till March. Slowly recovering from that dip, it looks like. Health is looking good. Everything else is looking alright. Loyalty needs to go back up. Alright, we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Actually, hold on a second. Let me just look at these numbers really quickly. Unemployment's through the roof again. Are we having some trouble down over here? Nope, nothing's stuck or anything. I guess just some of the construction is being completed, and so people are looking for new work. Missing boards, really. Oh, you know what? Maybe I just need to plant more trees. Maybe I just need some more trees. Plant some pine. Not over here, but over... Where are we? Vatsk here. We still have quite a few, like, blocks of wood or whatever you want to call it to pick up. They're getting their fuel nearby. We don't have to deliver fuel over here. Why are we so low on boards, actually? Damn, that's wild. Okay. Stop over here as well. Let's go ahead and plant some trees while we're at it. Then we've got the lumber industry. It's just like there's no trees for it to cut down. I could have sworn they were going to add like foresters as a job, like people who plant trees just themselves. But maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering or something. That would be nice. That would be nice. Lots of steel over here, it looks like. Plenty of steel over here. Excellent. Some over. Yeah, okay, good. Plenty of steel over here as well. Okay, fantastic. All right, that's fantastic. At least that's happening. How are we looking down over here? Okay, I guess. Not fantastic. Lots of kids can't go to school over here. That's a problem. It's not a problem we had before, and now all of a sudden, that is a problem. I wonder... That's so wild, you know, that's 273 meters. Going up and around, I guess that's that much longer. Yikes. And again, going from... If only they could go from down here to up there directly. But even then, I don't think that'll be, that'd be good enough, right? Oh, you know what I could do? You know, I didn't realize. What might help. Marginally. But maybe it'll be enough. If I do this. Nah, still nothing. Must be missing something here. Can you not daisy chain these things? Is that part of the problem here? This thing has been built. This thing is built. This thing is built. It's being actively used. Yes, it's not that. Yeah, I wonder how I can make this a bit more, you know, serve the purpose that I need it to serve. We'll see. We'll see. And up over here, we have seen some progress. Whoa, ho, 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 hang on a second. This has happened sooner than I expected. People are moving in over here. And that's most certainly not what... well, certainly a bit too early. I wanted to make sure we had food and everything coming over here before people moved in, but looks like people are rather impatient. How did they move in here? How did they... What? How, what? What? How'd you come here? Who... Did you drive here? You can't. There's no parking lots. There's no buses servicing this area. How did people get here? If y'all have any answers to that question, please leave them in the comments down below, because I'm not really sure what happened there. 21 plus looks like it's lower now than it was at the beginning of the session, so at least there's that unemployment still through the roof and ticking up, actually. Yeah, I'm going to get some... I might look for some more mods as well again to see if there are more types of employment, because I don't just want to have 100 TV stations. That just feels kind of lame, you know? I don't want to have 20 hospitals. It's just like, well, that's not really real. I want to have a variety of like things for people to do, and figure out why there's 124 workers here without a job, but there's still room for, you know, 50 staff over here, 50 staff over here, rounding up, 50 staff over here. Like, You know what I mean? Like, I gotta figure some of this stuff out. And we gotta get some more schools down, apparently. All this higher education, but no primary or secondary education. Damn. And again, I was thinking about getting a car dealership over here, potentially. This one's too far away, right? But maybe instead I should get a school over here. They're a little large, these big ones. They're a little large. Maybe I should get a school over here instead. These sports halls. Who would have thought that'd be so much of a trouble, so much of a problem? Well, folks, that's something for me to figure out for sure. If you have any solutions of your own that you'd like to propose, feel free to go for it. And I mean, again, ideally, we'd be able to send more people up to some of these spots. Then again, they are working at capacity already, so maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe the game forcing my hand this way was for a reason. And meanwhile, you're not even carrying any students over here. I guess get them when they have a basic education as well. Is a basic education the you know, education you get at elementary school, or like at this level of school? Maybe? I guess? No, they come in with no education. Alright, well, folks, there is a lot to do in just improving some of these needs, I guess, of the people. Not primary needs. All the primary needs seem to be well taken care of. That's all good. But education and things like that, we're definitely starting to see some gaps. Cool to see the highway get some use. Get a fair bit of use, I guess, more than I was actually expecting, to be perfectly honest. And hopefully, as we continue to develop it and establish more junctions and more opportunities to use it, we'll see more of that. I think especially as we get, you know, this connection continuing on to somewhere over here and continuing on across the river as well. Hopefully we'll see some movement. But folks, this is the end of today's session. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know down below. Leave a like, leave a comment. Share your opinions, share your thoughts, share your feelings, as it were. And I'll see what I can do. Again, I just want to get a nice kind of shot of this during golden hour. Almost certainly going to be today's thumbnail. It just, yeah, I don't know. I just love the side of it. And with these colors, beautiful. So beautiful. But yeah. We managed to further education, I suppose, over here, but we didn't really... You don't really get further education if you don't have education to begin with, right? That's the further is the operative word there, right? In changing, well, rather, I guess education is the operative word. Folks, been a long one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, again, like I said, you know what to do. Let me know down below. But, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. You know, keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a massive thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, das vidanya.